Time to talk business with Timothy Renshaw from Business in Vancouver. Just before we get to our topic, Timothy, we've been seeing some huge losses in Asia and Europe and New York.
Right.
We're seeing a negative start to the day. This story in Cyprus, the huge banking crisis now spreading towards Cyprus. So
yeah, it's a big concern. I mean, it's really reflective of the deep debt issue that's all across Europe. So, I mean, I think as a message for people to think about here is what have people learned from Europe and the austerity issue that's going on there? Is it really austerity? And could it happen here? Could it spread this far? I mean, once it happens in Cyprus, I can see it spreading to Spain. People want to get their money out, and do the banks even have the money? So,
right.
issue.
Right, okay.
Scary.
And what happens if they all try to get their money out at the same
That's
time?
right.
That would be problematic. All right, let's talk about resources, the resource sector in BC. And the environmental reviews, the province and the federal government have combined forces in a way to try to streamline the bureaucracy.
Yeah, they are. Previously, they haven't combined forces. They've been two separate approval processes. So for big mining companies and big projects, this is a real issue because it really slows things down. You have to go through one, then another. A big example would be the Prosperity mine that Taseko was trying to get off the ground, still trying to do, was about $1 billion mining operation approved by the province. Then the federal government said no. So, I mean, as you come with investors and mining projects, it really puts them off if they have to go through not just one, but two of these approval processes. So it's a big issue.
So if this is the environmental review, right?
Yeah.
Is there potential that the environment would suffer greatly, or are the reviews very different?
No, they're not. That's the thing. They're just two levels of government. They're involved in
doing the exact same thing.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. Doesn't that happen all the time in government?
It kind of does, actually.
So that's the big issue, and this is just start with the coal mines. I mean, at this point, the process doesn't really cover things like trans-regional issues like pipelines. So,
like Enbridge.
So that wouldn't really cover that at this point. But we'd hope that at some point this is going to happen, that we'd have just one. We only need one good one rather than two, semi-good or, too much government.
All right, we'll see what happens.
All right.
Talk to you again in an hour. Thank you, Timothy.
All right.